easy practicing the faith when we are feeling good. It's easier to be a good Christian if we're feeling good ourselves. When I am mentally in a good place, when I'm feeling good physically, when I'm in a positive mood, I can be kind to people, productive in my work, enthusiastic in my prayer. But if I'm not feeling well, or I'm experiencing an illness, or I'm just plain hungry sometimes, I don't feel like being nice to people at all. I tend to be less productive in my work. And I may not even think much about prayer. This is just the reality of it. Our bodily needs are important. Our mental needs are important as well. It's easy to be a good Christian when those things are in good places. It's not easy being a good Christian when we're not feeling good ourselves. Now, when Jesus was walking the earth, he recognized the physical needs of people. He didn't simply talk about the importance of spiritual things. He met the bodily, mental, physical needs of people. He fed the hungry, as we hear in today's gospel. He healed the sick. He brought joy to people who were downcast, depressed. By meeting these needs, what was Jesus doing? He was putting them in a good place so that they could do the same for others. How could he ask them to treat other people with respect and kindness if they did not experience kindness and respect? So Jesus clears the path for them to love their neighbor, and he clears the path for them to do that by taking care of their physical needs, physical, mental, and spiritual. And of course, the Lord does the same thing even for us today. I think we would all admit that God has provided for each of us in so many ways. All of us here are pretty comfortable. We have enough food to eat. We have friends. We're in a pretty good state of mind most of the time. God has really blessed us. But in blessing us, he is enabling us to minister to others. What we have received, we are to give. If we are blessed, we must bless. If our needs are being met, we must meet the needs of others. The first reading from Isaiah really speaks about the kingdom of God as a place of abundance where all of our needs will be met. Isaiah, in his own time frame, of course, sees the kingdom of God as a place where there will be great food and drink. This is his vision of heaven. He says, on this mountain, which is symbolizing the kingdom of God, the Lord will provide for all people a feast of rich food and choice wines, juicy, rich food, pure, choice wines. And he also speaks of heaven as a place where God will wipe all tears away. He will destroy whatever it is that has burdened us, any threat of death that hangs over us. All those things will be taken care of. So that description is meant to symbolize all that is good about heaven. It will be a life where all of our needs will be met through eternity. But we can only expect to receive the gifts of heaven if we have done our best to create a bit of heaven for our neighbor. So Advent really gives us the opportunity to share our needs with other people, those who may not feel so blessed, whether we do that by feeding the hungry or comforting someone who's depressed or helping lighten the burden of other people. We are offering them a glimpse of heaven where the Lord himself will minister to us throughout